Man, Jason Whitlock has struck again. A lot of people don't understand Jason Whitlock's motive and where he be coming from, but a lot of people do understand the motive that he's coming from. The glaring hate that he has for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes is on full display. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, guys, Jason Whitlock has struck again. Well, I know a lot of you guys will say, why do y'all keep giving Jason Whitlock airtime? It's not about giving Jason Whitlock airtime. It's about giving your supporters and your subscribers what they want. And when your supporters and subscribers reach out to you and ask you, what do you think about this situation and things like that? I have subscribers and supporters, sending me information on topics that they would like for me to cover and like to hear my point of view from it. So that's what we're doing. So when one of my subscribers reached out to me and asked me, what did I think about the latest of Jason Whitlock? I said, okay, I will respond and I will produce a show. So here we are today. I was sent a video clip of something that Jason Whitlock was talking about on his Fearless podcast. And things that he be saying are starting to really alarm me. And I get it and I understand. Jason Whitlock is the type of person that will say anything and hopefully it will come true from what he's saying. So like I've always said, if you throw a lot of mud on the wall, some of it's going to stick. So Jason Whitlock's constant hate for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes is on full display. Jason Whitlock now has come to his sense and now has compared Shedeur Sanders with Caleb Williams. Now, Caleb Williams was a Heisman Trophy winner from USC, and now he plays in the NFL with the Chicago Bears. Now, it's well documented with the struggles that Caleb Williams is having with the Chicago Bears. The head coach has now been fired, and a lot of veterans think that Caleb Williams should be benched because of the head coach firing. Now, I've been on record to say Caleb Williams was not advertised the way people was advertising him. Watching him play in college, yeah, he was the Heisman Trophy winner, but Shedeur Sanders and Caleb Williams' skill sets is apples to oranges. I really didn't think that much, and I wasn't high on Caleb Williams, and it shows that he's struggling in the NFL because he's a rookie quarterback and he was thrown in the fire. And, we saw what happened to Justin Fields in Chicago. The offensive line was not able to protect him. So now Jason Whitlock has been on record and has gone on record to say that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the next Caleb Williams when he goes to the NFL. So, guys, I want y'all to take a listen to what Jason Whitlock had to say in comparisons to Caleb Williams and Shedeur Sanders by putting Shedeur Sanders' name in the category with Caleb Williams because Caleb Williams is struggling. So let's go ahead and roll the footage.
In my belief that what the struggles that he's got going on are a warning sign for Shedeur Sanders. These guys, incredible college players, they get to play with more at USC. Caleb Williams had some talent around him offensively that gave him an advantage in the Pac-12. Shedeur Sanders in the Big 12 has some wide receivers that give him a real advantage over Big 12. They hold the ball too long. Yeah. And I want to play you this clip of Jeff Saturday, the former Indianapolis Colts, Peyton Manning center with the Indianapolis Colts, and he talked about the advice Tom Moore gave Peyton Manning early in his career, and it really helped Peyton Manning. Play the clip.
If you'd have watched Get Up, you said exactly what I just said. 1, 2, 3, throw it away. Tom Moore looked at Peyton Manning, and it was my first year. They had been 3-13. He had led the league in interceptions. I think he still has the record, honestly. And the next year, we're 13-3, and here's the difference. 1, 2, 3, throw it away, or you're getting carried off boots first. That's literally what he told Peyton Manning, and it changed the dynamic of our team. Caleb Williams right now it's paralysis by analysis. He's looking down the field thinking, I can do everything I did when I was in college. I can hold on to it. I can scramble. Guess what? Everybody in the league's just as fast as you now. Everybody can do the things you can do. You have to be rhythmic and you have to understand what your outlet is. And if it's not there, you dirt it and live to play the next play. You don't set your team back. He's leading the league in sacks when his offensive line is at their most productive, like their pass rush win rate. He's given up 9 sacks in like 2 weeks when they have won. Like these sacks are at like 5 seconds, y'all. So I'm not saying his line is great. I'm not trying to. What I am telling you, though, is part of this is on Caleb Williams. Part of it is on Waldron. Part of it is on other players, receivers, offensive line. There's a lot to it. But at some point, you have to be able to get rid of the football and not make something that's bad even worse. I think that's not what he's doing over these past few games.
Yeah.
Now, you heard the take, and you heard what Jeff Saturday had to say. Anywhere in that take did Jeff Saturday say anything about Shedeur Sanders? See, this is what Jason Whitlock does. He wants to throw Deion Sanders in Colorado under the bus, and now he's taking a shot at Shedeur Sanders. That's a bad take, and that was egregious. What he got out of this is because of Caleb Williams holding the ball, and he's been sacked. Well, it's all well documented last year that Shedeur Sanders was the most sacked quarterback in the FBS, right? But coming into this year, the offensive line has been upgraded and retooled for Colorado. And Shedeur Sanders is not being sacked the way he was sacked last year. And Shedeur Sanders is throwing the ball away at times, and he's getting rid of the ball. Now, another thing that Jason Whitlock said, he's already been on record to say that Colorado wasn't that talented, right? Now he wants to give kudos and props to Shedeur Sanders and the Colorado receivers, what they're doing in the Big 12. So now you want to backpedal and backtrack and retract your statements about the talent-wise on Colorado. Now all of a sudden they got talent. Make it make sense. And then for you to compare Shedeur Sanders to Caleb Williams, to what Caleb Williams is doing in the NFL compared to what Shedeur Sanders is doing in college football, Shedeur Sanders is learning. Shedeur Sanders, to me, IQ for football and the NFL quarterback position and the college quarterback position is well advanced in Caleb Williams. Yeah, Caleb Williams was playing with high-powered USC, and that's the difference. Shedeur Sanders is playing with Colorado Buffaloes, and his IQ for the quarterback position is off the charts. To me, he has a better, arm than Caleb Williams. He throws pinpoint passes. Caleb Williams in college, he was doing a lot of scrambling around, and that was because he was holding on to the ball, like Jeff Saturday said. But the issue is not Shedeur Sanders. This is not a route that Shedeur Sanders is going to go down, the Caleb Williams route, because Shedeur Sanders is a willing learner, and he has the the football pedigree to learn from his mistakes, and we've seen that all year long. What he's doing this year, he's getting rid of the ball quick, so he's over that learning curve. So for Jason Whitlock to compare Shedeur Sanders to Caleb Williams in this sense, what else is Jason Whitlock going to do? That just goes to show you the glaring hate that Jason Whitlock has for the Sanders family and Colorado, because it's nothing never about any other player on Colorado. It's always something about Deion Sanders' kids. Now, Travis Hunter is almost like extended family to Deion Sanders. And, Jason Whitlock takes shots at him, going on record to say that LeJontay Wester is the best receiver on that team. And you got Travis Hunter there, and he is in Heisman contention. So make it make sense, Whitlock. But you guys, let me know what y'all think about today's podcast on now what Jason Whitlock is saying about Shedeur Sanders. He's attacking Shedeur Sanders, talking about he's going to be a bust like Caleb Williams. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. And you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.